This is WILN's Late Edition.
Rudy Giuliani was the mob-busting U.S. attorney for New York. Later, he was mayor of New York and was widely credited with pulling the city together after the terrorist attack on September 11th, 2001. While he's not running for anything now, he appeared here tonight in support of Lou Barletta, Hazleton's mayor, who's running against longtime Democratic incumbent Paul Kanjorski in the 11th Congressional District. Giuliani made an appearance for Barletta at a GOP headquarters in Wilkes-Barre. Then we caught up with him and others afterwards at Genetti's in Wilkes-Barre. Mayor Giuliani came out to Wilkes-Barre supporting U.S. congressional candidate Lou Barletta.
Well, I'm very honored that Mayor Giuliani would come to Wilkes-Barre and support me. Again, he's one of the true leaders in our country. The job he did in New York City and actually brought our country back during some of our darkest days. So, I'm honored to have such a great leader endorsing me today.
Mayor Giuliani's wife, Judy, is a 1972 graduate of Hazleton's high school, and Mayor Barletta is thrilled about Mayor Giuliani's endorsement today.
Fortunate to have such a great leader. I believe being a mayor of a city is one of the most difficult jobs there is in politics, and to have someone of his stature getting behind our campaign is certainly a plus.
The job of taking America back from big government spending is what faces Mayor Barletta if he wins his U.S. congressional seat.
Well, it'll be a very difficult task, but I'm very optimistic. I believe, as Mayor Giuliani, that our country is going in the wrong direction. This is not the change that America had voted for. America wanted to change Washington, not change America. I'm concerned about the debt and the out-of-control spending that our children and grandchildren will be faced with, and what their futures will look like in this country. So I believe this is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. If we do not stop the direction that this country is going, we may not be able to change this country back to what we know it as, a free country with a free enterprise and free markets, and that's what we're fighting for. This is not my campaign. This is a campaign for America's future.
Jobs stimulate the economy, and Washington policies have not made a dent.
Well, I think the main issue is jobs. People need jobs, and the policies that we're seeing in Washington today will not bring more jobs. It's going to cost us more jobs, and that's what the people here need. We need good policies. We need somebody with a business background who actually created some jobs, and we need to get this spending under control so that our children and grandchildren could have a better future.
Mayor Giuliani throws his hat in the ring for Mayor Barletta's candidacy.
Lou is someone who will be a terrific leader in the Congress. He's someone who's been a real leader as the mayor of Hazleton. I mean, he's done innovative things. He's been very strong. He's been willing to take positions to help the people of Hazleton, and the people of Hazleton have appreciated that by re-electing him by ever-increasing margins, which is the best test of how effective you are. The citizens who watch him every day say he's a very effective leader.
Mayor Giuliani defines what type of person is fit for the job of U.S. Congress in Washington.
Exactly what we need in Washington right now. We need somebody who can stand up, protect us against this out-of-control spending, protect us against this ever-increasing federal government that's getting larger and larger and failing to do things well. I mean, federal government keeps taking things over, but the things they're supposed to do, they don't do well. They've done a terrible job with the oil spill in the Gulf. They do a terrible job with immigration. They can't seem to control our borders even modestly, and they're creating a tremendous debt for our children. Somebody like Lou Barletta can go to Congress and help put a stop to that and help get us back on sensible policies that will create jobs for people, policies of smaller government, less spending, lower taxes, things that say, let's grow private enterprise, let's grow private jobs, let's not just grow the government. That's all Obama and Pelosi have done. They've grown the government to the largest proportions ever.
Experience and a business background is how to tackle the overspending in Washington.
Stop it. And we need to stop it before we get to 2012, because that might be too late in terms of the damage that can be done. And Lou, I think, is probably one of our best candidates all over the country. I think he's someone who has the experience to get the job done. He's got the right ideas, and he's got the personality to stand up to the Pelosi's and the Obamas and the people like that.
Too. Mayor Barletto's record speaks for itself about creating jobs in Hazleton since being mayor for the past 3 terms.
He's got a record of performance that you can rely on, whereas, in some cases you have candidates that are running for the first time, which is fine. But in Lou's case, we've got somebody who's got a record of performance, and he's running against somebody who, frankly, has had 26 years, I think it is, to show what he can do, and he hasn't done very much. In fact, if anything, he's been complicit in this march toward this ever-increasing, gigantic federal government that our children are going to have to pay for. And this is not about being a Republican or Democrat. This is about the good of your country. Who do you think can do a better job for this district, and who do you think can do a better job for the country, not the Republican or the Democrat? And I think Lou has proven that he can do a good job for Democrats and Republicans.
Paying $75 for a ticket, James Leading and his wife came out to dine with the mayors this evening.
We really respect both mayors, and my wife loves both of them, and so we wanted to come up from Monroe County to see them, hopefully meet them, and help their campaign.
James Leading talks about issues that are on the table during this upcoming election.
Jobs, the war, of course, type of thing. The whole economy. I mean, the economy is really something, with the market dropping and stuff like that. This is the second dip that we've had. We came home from New Mexico and looked at our quarterly statements. I said, oh my gosh. Not good,
Disappointment with the Obama administration lie within these areas.
I think spending the money for internal improvements, and roads and bridges and things like that, and also checking up on the FEMA, the amount of money that's being spent is not going for things I thought it should go for. There are a couple other issues. Obviously, immigration. I don't like the way the federal government is handling that. I do think it's a federal issue, but the enforcement needs to be done locally. And I think that the turmoil about the law or the bill in Arizona, is really crucial to us.